You just bought a $60,000 SUV, and at first it feels like you now own a $60,000 asset. But the reality is very different because the moment that SUV leaves the dealership and hits the road, its value starts going down. And that's where the real cost begins. Let's say your brand new SUV costs $60,000. You finance most of it. That means you're not just paying for the vehicle, you're also paying interest on the money you borrowed to buy it. But there's an even bigger problem: depreciation. Let's say 5 years later, your $60,000 SUV is worth around $30,000. During those 5 years, you've been making monthly payments. You've been paying interest, insurance, fuel, maintenance, tires, registration, and repairs. But the vehicle sitting in your driveway has lost almost half of its value. And this is the part most people don't calculate. When you look at your monthly payment, it feels like you're simply buying an SUV. But from a financial perspective, you're also watching an expensive asset lose value right in front of you. And financing makes this even more interesting. Let's say you finance $50,000. Over the next 5 years, a portion of every payment goes toward interest, money that's doing absolutely nothing to increase the value of your vehicle. Meanwhile, the SUV continues to depreciate. So at the exact same time, you're doing two things. You're paying interest on borrowed money, while the thing you borrowed that money to buy is losing value. Now add in the regular costs of ownership: insurance, gas, maintenance, tires, repairs, registration. As the SUV gets older, you're continuing to spend cash just to keep it on the road. Eventually, you sell the SUV. Let's say you get $30,000 back, but remember how the total cost of owning that SUV wasn't just $30,000. You paid to buy the SUV, you paid to finance it, you paid to drive it, and you paid to maintain it. The SUV gave you transportation and convenience, but from a financial perspective, it also consumed a huge amount of your capital. And that is the hidden cost. It's not just about how much money you paid. It's about how much you paid, how much value you lost, how much that money could have grown if you'd invested it somewhere else. So before you buy that $60,000 SUV, don't just ask yourself, can I afford the monthly payment? Instead, ask yourself a much more important question: how much wealth could I lose because of this SUV?